Hey guys, what's up? Somebody give me a 5 for 5 real quick, and we'll go ahead and get on this, okay? Um, yeah. So obviously, you guys are looking. Yeah, we're just had an X flare, and yeah, we will. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So I'm just gonna jump into it today, guys. I really don't have a whole lot of time, so I do want to bring this to you real quick. This just happened. Okay, I was actually looking at this one here. That's an M flare that actually fired one off earlier. And it's coming from a sunspot that we really wasn't that prominent yesterday. It was off to the limb, but it fired an X flare already, and it's just now starting to turn to face Earth. So this could be a very active next few days if this sunspot holds together. But as you can see, well, let me show it to you first. I know everybody wants to see that, so I do apologize. But anyway, let's zoom in here. This is a 94 angstrom. This is on ISWA. This is extreme ultraviolet. This is on SDO satellite, which sits right outside of Earth, right in front of Earth, looking at the sun always. And there's your X flare. Okay. Let me go ahead and just run this back and forth so you guys can see. Now, you guys see how much it's flaring? Right? Because you can catch it flaring a couple times here. Let me rotate that through again. Yeah, just watch that part of the screen here, and you guys will be able to see. I mean, it's flaring. And it looks to have enough complexity to it that these kinds of flares were possible, right? This is an M flare right there. That's not, and then just a few hours later, oftentimes this happens. Notice how you see a little bit of ejecta getting ready to pop out here. I'm not sure exactly how much of a CME this produced. I would be hard pressed to think that it didn't produce at least a little one, but it's going to have a hard time hitting us, okay? Because this sunspot definitely is still kind of obscured by the limb of the sun. This one here, actually, this sunspot here is on the growth. It's yeah, you can see, and that one's right in front of us, but that's the X flare. So let me back that up a little bit more, and let me get here. Okay. Again, guys, I'm sorry if this feels a little bit rushed, but I don't have time right now. I just wanted to throw this out here real quick. I'm not going to go into what I'm actually doing. So if I'm trying to stay focused. So I apologize if I'm not attentive to your guys' chat in there right now. I don't. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have it minimized. Well, let me look at it. Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Hey, Scott. Hey, Rock. Angie, what's going on? Mr. Goody Goody, what's up? E-Rock. Okay. Angela holding down in the Bronx for me, baby. But, okay, guys, so yeah, I'm going to put my chat away for a few minutes here so I can just get through this, because if I don't, you guys know I'll squirrel all over the place. So, anyway, let me go ahead and, God dang, man, is this thing locking up on me already? Okay, there it goes. Let's see if it... Okay, good. It's updating now. It wasn't updating a minute ago. And I wanted to show you guys this because this is going to give you a pretty good idea of what's going on here. This one here is definitely rotating in right now. And again, it could mean a very active week. I don't see it not. Now, if you guys are keeping track at all, we're talking 2 X flares, and we're not even into solar maximum yet within like a week of each other. So if you guys draw whatever conclusions you want there. Also, I'll show you the sunspot numbers too. We're definitely above average on that too. The new numbers came in, and it's nowhere near what they're forecasted. Not even close. And we'll go over that here in a minute. Matter of fact, I think Scott talked about that too. So yeah, go check that out over there on his channel too, guys. But anyway, there is your solar flare. And there's an M flare right there. You see that? Okay, and then there's another flare. That's the M flare. Okay, how do I know this? You see the timestamp? It's 8. That falls right in time with that. Okay, so we'll go to the next one, and it didn't even catch it. Or did I go too far? Ah, man, it ain't even updated past that yet. The 131 here, for some reason, is not updating on ISWA. I could go over to SDO and probably get it. But here's the 94 angstrom. That's the X flare, guys. Okay. Look at my thumbnail. You'll see it there on that one, on the 131. But you're definitely seeing, guys, this flare after flare after flare off of this thing. So when this thing starts to rotate through, yeah, it's going to be popping here. I don't think this is going to calm down for a few minutes. Once it gets about here, we're really going to have to start watching it pretty close. Because if it does fire something, most likely it's going to be coming our way. So, yeah, I thought that for a second too, Scott. But the other angstroms are updating. I don't know why the 131 isn't. Because I went through and updated this earlier, and if we take it to, yeah, that one's not updating either. I wonder why. Because the 94 did. See it? That goes up to 1325. That's the X flare. So I don't know why it's not doing that. Plus, let me show you this too, guys. I know it's somewhere because this is spaceweather.com. So they have the 131 angstrom. I don't know where they got the data at, but that's where they got their capture from. So that's definitely it's there. I don't know. Maybe I just need to surf around on some of the other hubs we go to look at, but I didn't have a whole lot of time to do that today, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, so you can see this over here is going to have a number. I guarantee it. It's not going to not have a number. But this one here just kind of appeared about 24 hours ago, and it's starting to it's starting to grow is what I'm trying to say. Sorry guys, I'm trying to concentrate, and for some reason I'm squirreling really bad this morning. Anyway, so we'll go down here and we'll check out what the X-rays did on the absorption. Check that out. Now, what's significant about that is that most of us that you guys are listening to me, you guys are over here, right? Where most of us are over here. Now when you get an X flare, the lowest X flare you can possibly get, they automatically will issue a R3 storm alert because it's directly corresponding with their scale. Okay, that's not saying everybody's going to have radio blackouts, but I guarantee you somebody out there is having some issues, especially probably marine vessels, I would say right now, because of just the position it's in. Let me go back here and I'll show you. Because it did hit right over the Atlantic. I mean, it almost couldn't. The middle of the Atlantic was like facing the sun directly when that thing hit. See? So, Africa, South America, some of our East Coast here, you don't have to be in the red either to get these kinds of conditions. There's a whole lot of factors that also play into all that, guys. I don't have time to go into all those right now. But as you can see here, guys, this is the sunspot number. Okay, you guys you've been hearing me scream about this now for a month, if not a month, but like 12 months, like a year, a little over a year. We were wondering if this forecasting was going to be correct, and there were a couple scientists that stepped out and said, "Hey, I think your guys' forecasting is wrong," and so far they're being proven right. If you compare this to last sun cycle, you go year for year here, even the total amount is more. So, and over here you can see it jumping up and down pretty drastically. We haven't seen that this time. We've seen just a slow, steady increase with a little bit of a, every once in a while you get one little jog down in the numbers. But this is definitely saying things are a little bit more active. Now, solar maximum is supposed to be here, guys. We are only 30, 35, I think. Oh, what's the number there? 115, 84. So we're looking at about 30 sunspots, and we would be in. That's what they were forecasting solar maximum to be. I mean, that's how close we are in those numbers. So keep that in mind. That stuff is not going to slow down. We're not, it's just not. And I know that this is kind of a shocker for some people that are kind of new to all this. But yeah, because a lot of us haven't really been doing this since the last sun cycle when it was in solar max. So some of what we're seeing is probably just that uptick. But, is what it is. Now, let's see here. What was I going to show you? Oh, I know what I wanted to show you guys, because you want here's what we're talking about when we're talking about stuff that the heck is going on with that? Man, I tell you what. These people are going to have me smacking people in the head here in a minute. Alright, hold on a second. Let me grab my thing here. Sorry. That didn't sound very good, did it? I better not say that again. I'm not even going to repeat it. That was horrible. Why did I... I'm laughing at myself, guys. I mean, come on. That was... I'm just saying. Wow. Okay. So, let's go over here to seeds, because I'm going to show you just a couple days. And there was one day here that the sun was firing all over the place. So, I believe it was it the 30th? Yeah, look at that. Okay, these are all separate eruptions. That one right there, that was an X flare that went to our west. Remember, when you're looking at space in the sun, you got to look at it backwards as far as east and west. So going to the right's west when looking at the sun. So look at all that activity. We're talking like, I mean, these aren't little chumps of CMEs either. Okay? And something else I noticed, one of these, when it came out, I mean, it was flying. It was moving way faster than the rest of them. Matter of fact, I think we can see that on Stereo A. Now, I can tell you, I wouldn't look to Stereo A too, and Stereo A is not updating. Okay, because this is the first. And let me go here to the second. No data. No data. Okay. I went to Stereo A's website in their hub. I didn't see any updated captures yet, so I don't actually know what's going on with that. So, yeah, but that's happening. So, anyway, this is back on the first, and what I want to show you is, if you watch right here, you're going to get a blast that, exits stage left really quick. Let me slow it down, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, you get this one blast here. Look at that one. You see that one fire out? I mean, it was moving double the speed as this other stuff. And that's just by looking at it visually. I don't have any, data numbers to show you guys. But you can see it. I mean, there's no question. We'll wait for this to happen again, and I'll show it to you again. Here's the CME. Now watch right here. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, it's gone. At first, I thought maybe it was jumping time, but it wasn't, because the rest of these were still moving at the same speed. So that thing was moving that fast. So, yeah, that was, it ain't coming at us, but that was a fast mover right there, guys. Yeah, exactly. It's just the beginning, guys. I mean, we got stuff coming. Hey, Nicole. All right, so radio blackout. Let me show it to you. Let's go over to spaceweather.com. Guys, please go give them some love. I don't like showing a whole lot of their stuff because I want you guys to go look at it over there. They're doing the work. They deserve the traffic. You know what I mean? And I think they do an awesome job. I don't know anybody out there that's doing space weather that doesn't come here and look at this about every day. It's short, to the point, and it's the subject matter they talk about is present subject matter. Like these elves right here. This is a form of a sprite. I'm not going to go into exactly what it is, but it's a rare form of sprite, and they picked it up. So yeah, imagine looking up in the sky and seeing that. Matter of fact, I think they stated that this guy might have caught the most impressive one of this tiger eye elf. The color of it matters too, so that lends to the rarity of it. All right. But again, guys, just got to keep informed and just try to do the best we can to stay, doing what we're doing, and that's what we're going to do. We're not going to have any fear, absolutely no fear. There's nothing we're not going to fear. We're just going to be aware. You know what I'm saying? And there's really no reason to be any other way than that. Because when you act out of fear, you will act the wrong way. You will not respond well. And that's, you don't want to make mistakes in those instances, and that's why we try to keep you informed. So, just wanted to point that out. I wanted to show you guys this too. Okay, let's go here. This is the charts I show you guys all the time. This is NOAA's Space Weather Prediction Center, and this is radio blackouts. So, R3, it tells you what you can expect. Wide area blackout, high frequency radio, loss of radio contact for about an hour. Notice that ain't like 12 hours. Okay, it's not like a CME hitting us. These are X-rays. They hit, they cause the radio issues, and they bolt unless they stick around. And then we have to start talking about this, radiation storms. Because usually what will happen is, if you're going to get a radiation storm, you're going to see these flares hit, the X-rays, and then roughly about 20 minutes to an hour later, you'll see what looks like snow or static on LASCO C2 or even SDO. It's highly charged particles hitting that camera, and it's protons is what that is, and so that's radiation. So we keep an eye out for that, especially with these stronger ones. They don't always give us radiation storms, but when they do, we pay attention to it. So anyway, let's minimize that again. Go back to radio blackout here, and and again, guys, the radio outages typically are short-lived, and that's exactly what you're seeing here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. You see right here, R3. That says 24-hour observed maximums. Latest observed, nothing. Okay? So, when you see this, don't be like all spasmodic or nothing until you look at this. Because you have to look at the latest observed. That's what's actually happening right now. Which means that our X-rays are already back down. And you can tell that by even this. Okay? And this is one of those big short blasts. Okay? It wasn't a long duration one. And oftentimes, long duration ones will produce these radiation storms. Okay? Hey, Ron, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Menacing, good to see you. So, yeah. So that's happening, right? I will come back on later on, guys, and give you another update. This is just now happening. If I didn't have something to do here in a little while, I would have waited. Because there's no hurry here, right? But I knew it was going to be hours before I could come back to you guys. So I didn't really want to do it like this, but I didn't really have a choice. So I hope you guys can appreciate that. But, I try to wait, try to have a little bit of patience on it. Hey, Hilly, what's up, man? Good to see you. Because, CMEs take 2 to 3 days to get here anyway, if there's a CME heading our way. The X-rays that I just showed you, like I said, they're here before I can even report them to you. So, yeah. So there's no reason not to have some patience other than I wasn't going to be able to come out here and tell you for hours from now. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging like that. So let's take a look at the CME tracker just real quick and see if it's updated. And it has not. That's the NASA version of that. So, yeah, that hasn't updated. But I thought this was interesting, guys. I mean, that's all in one day. And you're getting big blasts there in all directions. And not even just in one direction. I mean, these things were firing in all directions. It's kind of crazy, Oh, cool. Yeah. yeah, Scott's recording that on Helio Viewer. I think he upgrades it to 4K. So, I mean, he'll have some really clear pictures of that stuff, guys. So, check it out. All right, guys. So, but I am going to have to cut out on you. I apologize. I can't break these plans. I have stuff I have to go do. So, I just wanted to pop on here. Guys, go check out everybody that's in here. There's so many of you guys in here right now, I'm not even going to start naming people. I mean, almost everybody in here that's yeah. A lot of you guys are my mods anyway. So, and you guys have my permission at all times, like I told you before. You can drop whatever link you want in there. So, just anyway, I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that. And check out all the channels that there. And you guys know my philosophy. You know, watch them all and then sift through it. And what you believe is what you believe, you know. It's, yeah, that's about the only way we can be anymore, you know, because everything is just so polarizing. You know, I see so much cannibalism going on, and it's just, it's not even just in art and what we do. I'm talking across the internet. I'm not even specific to what we're doing. I mean, you got people over here just destroying themselves and each other. It's stupid. It's dumb. I don't understand why people can't just present their information, say, hey, this is what it is. You know, and if you get attacked, you know, then deal with that. I get that part, right? But, you know, if everybody was just reporting their stuff, there'd be no attacks. I mean, people wouldn't be doing that to each other. And that's my point. And I know I'm not so naive to think that that's ever going to go all the way away. I get that, right? But to be honest with you guys, I can't handle that kind of stuff. I would walk away from the internet right now if I had to do that. I get stressed out bad over stuff like that. So, you know, that's that's why I don't let people do that crap in my chat, you know, because all it does is bring a whole bunch of negativity, and I got enough of that crap I've dealt with in my life. So, but anyway, guys, again, please go check out everybody's channel there, and I'll probably try to come back on and give you guys another update. Oh, Lifeboat. You guys know that's my second channel with Tommy. It's an addiction one. We do addiction recovery. I did a video. I don't know. It's been not a week ago, and I was sharing my suicide attempt that I had. God, it's been 15, 16 years now. You guys might go check that out. I think it's pretty powerful if people would just listen to what I'm saying. And you know, we try to help people in recovery. It's a big online group for people that fight drugs and fight, you know, in recovery. I've been one of the fortunate ones to never have relapsed. And I chalk that up to my support system. You know, I haven't abused drugs in over 10 years. And I didn't really abuse them all that long prior to. But I did, you know. And I'm not going to go into my whole story there. But please go over and check out that video. And there's a bunch of them. Right? And Tommy shares his. I mean, Tommy robbed banks. Tommy robbed casinos. Was a heroin addict for 30 years. I mean, and now, you know, we're trying to help people. And it's happening. Leisure's over there a lot. You know, something happened last night, and it was a good show last night, you know? It really was. Just a good show. Tommy was on it. That's for sure. And, you know, me and him, we kind of play off each other pretty good. And, you know, because we shared similar experiences. So please go check out the Lifeboat. And my story, you'll see him on the thumbnails. It ain't that far back. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, God bless. Yahusha saves. And you could drink this Kool-Aid.